What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Sean Mullins Show. I hope you guys are having an excellent Sunday and an excellent weekend, and I hope you have an excellent week this week. I got finished eating dinner. I got eating the Stouffer's fettuccine alfredo. It was just noodles and fettuccine alfredo sauce or whatever. Pretty simple to make in a microwave. It's like 5 minutes, and then you gotta let it sit for a minute. More like 5 minutes. I mean, that son of a bitch was hot. But yeah, I was just gonna say that I got finished eating that. But in the oven it takes 45 minutes. I'm like, why the hell does it take 45 minutes for one of those things to cook in the oven? All it is just noodles and sauce. Shouldn't take no 45 minutes. Plus our oven's pretty strong, so it'll probably take about 40 minutes in our oven because our oven is really, really strong. Now, the point of this episode of the Sean Mullins Show, I could be talking about political stuff, because there's so much of it to talk about now, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about what you guys think of the Sean Mullins Show, and about what would you like for me to start doing besides political on the Sean Mullins Show. I like food reviews. I'm going to try to stay away from any negative drama. I honestly, since I left Twitter, I haven't been, not really pushed, but I haven't had any reason to make videos on Guest Mob or Isaac or any of those people. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just not worth me talking about, and plus nothing has happened. They're all talk and nothing but talk, and they have nothing better to do with their lives, so they just want to sit there and harass people. So, they will get theirs eventually. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to talk about them. They're irrelevant people. And, but sadly, mentioning his name was getting me lots of people watching. The truth about Isaac and Guest Mob Part 1 that I made in December or whatever got over 600 views, and there's like 30-something comments on it, and a lot of people viewed it, and a lot of people commented, and I try to respond to everybody, whether it's a reply or a heart, a red heart emoji or whatever. I try to do that, but yeah, unfortunately, drama gets more views. But here's the thing: is that every time I do a political video here lately, or every time I make a video, period, I only get like 2 to 4 to 6 people that watch my videos, and that's crazy because I have 96 subscribers, almost 100 subscribers. I ought to be getting a little more views than that, honestly. Thing is that I don't know what the deal is. Either people don't like political stuff, but I'm gonna keep doing political stuff, but not all the time. But either a lot of people don't like that, or it's the fact that YouTube, some piece of shit on YouTube, that some liberal fuckturd is taking away my views, taking away my video view count because they don't agree with me, and someone from the far left, some communist piece of shit out there, that's probably trying to take away my video views, and I don't get it. So, my question to you, if any of you see this video, or if many of you see this video, or if some of you see this video, what would you like? What are some suggestions for me to do on the Sean Mullins Show so I can get more views? And plus, when I was a Twitter user, every time I posted a video up to Twitter or whatever, when my video was after my video was uploading or whatever, when I posted my video to Twitter or whatever, it got more views. Some of the time they got more views, but political stuff, even when I was on Twitter, political doesn't. Those videos don't get any views hardly. But you have people like Douglas Ducote and American Joe Show and Jericho Green and stuff that have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers. So they're bound to get a couple thousand views, about 20 to 30,000 views. But I noticed on the American Joe Show, he has about 38,000 plus subscribers or whatever, and his videos are only getting 400 to 700 to 900 views here lately. So I think YouTube's taking away his views, because I don't think people are unsubscribing. Because he has a strong crowd of patriots behind him or whatever. And so I don't think that he's getting 400, 700, 900 views because of his supporters. I think YouTube's taking away those views, because he was getting a couple thousand views, even like 10 to 15 to 20,000 views on videos. but he's not getting those videos like that anymore. I don't understand it. So, but that goes into another video because our censorship's being taken from us in front of our very eyes. But the thing is that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Omar and Tlaib and all those people, they can say anything and do anything and get away with it. Just like Antifa, the DC Antifa or whatever today, doxed Tucker Carlson on Twitter. Doxed his address, put his address on posters in Washington, D.C. and flyers and stuff so people can see it and whatever. And they're going to be planning another attack on his house. And, you know, because if you remember in November, they attacked his house, they attacked his wife, they called him a Nazi. We know where you sleep at night. They spray painted or whatever. Spray painted his house. But no, on YouTube or on Twitter, if you ever talk bad about Antifa and speak up about their communist group or whatever, you're shut down or you're suspended or you get views taken or you get demonetized or whatever. It's totally fucked up, you know? Because, I mean, they're the ones who are inciting violence. When we speak about it, we're the ones who are inciting violence. Give me a fucking break, YouTube. Seriously, give me a fucking break. But the thing is that, and also they even doxed Stephen Miller, who works for the Trump administration. He's one of the U.S. government officials on posters and flyers and stuff like that, his address and everything else. So that's perfectly acceptable on these platforms. But speaking the truth and speaking your opinions when you're a Republican conservative, that's totally against YouTube community guidelines because it's, quote, hate speech. Speaking of the American Joe Show, going back to him, he did a video praying for a Marine and praying for his friend and praying for his friend's wife and praying for this country, and that was not advertised or appropriate. Therefore, his video was demonetized. I mean, what the fuck kind of shit is that? I mean, come on, YouTube. What the fuck is wrong with you? I am so sick and I am so tired of censorship, and it's going to get worse come 2020. It's going to get much, much worse. So us as patriots, we must stand together and fight this. We must. Unless our censorship is going to be taken, and I won't be able to make these kind of videos and talk and speak my opinion and talk to you guys. I'm not going to be able to make those videos because of the fact of our censorship. We're on the way to a communist nation, folks. We really are. We're really on the way. We're on our way to a dictatorship in a communist, socialist, third world country. Our politicians have no problem feeding us to the globalists. They have no problem selling us out. They're not doing the job that we elected them to do. They're not in our Congress to work for us. They're in there to work for themselves. And these crooked bastards are taking our money and putting it in their pockets and dipping into it like ice cream. So they're all corrupt. And it's not just on the Democrat side. It's on the Republican side too. You know what? Marco Rubio and Rand Paul and Rand Paul and Paul Ryan. They're all corrupt. They're all snakes in the grass. You know they don't want no fucking border wall. You know that. They're some of the people that blocked the national emergency in March. And then Trump vetoed the bill, thank God. But anyway, I really don't know. What would you like for me to do on the Sean Mullins Show? Because I can think of some stuff to do besides political. You know, food reviews. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I don't know, maybe some movie reviews or game reviews or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, Super Show. I know WWE Stomping Grounds, kicking ass and taking names is going to come on any moment. Unfortunately, it's not at the theater, my local theater. Because I don't know why they're not doing it this time around. Probably because their wrestlings don't make a lot of money, and I guess that's a smart thing because you got to do stuff that gets you the most money or whatever. And there's only about 13 to 20 people that show up to these wrestling things at the theater when they have it on pay-per-view, so they're not making enough money. But like 40 and 50 people show up to movies, so they're making an assload of money. So I mean that's just good economic business right there. That's good economic business. Excuse me, but yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments if any of you see this video, or if many of you see it, or if some of you see it. Let me know your thoughts of what you want me to do on the Sean Mullins Show to get more views. I want to get more views, and I want to try to go to 100 subscribers, because I was at 100 subscribers, but I started losing some, and I'm at 96, and I want to get to 100. So if any of you can hit the subscribe button to get me to 100 subscribers, It'd be very much appreciated. And when I get to 100 subscribers, I'll make a video thanking you guys. And so, yeah. Another thing, I want to give Mr. Plumber 69 a shout out. I was in his live stream this morning, and I miss talking to him on Twitter. Now, I will admit, I do miss talking to all of you on Twitter that I've developed good relationships with. But, like, I'll still go back to my statement of me leaving Twitter's the best thing for me. It has done me a lot of good. The month of June has been great. Because when I was on Twitter, I was just so angry. You know what I'm saying? And you can make your points. You can convey your points or whatever. You can get your point across without being angry and being mean and hateful about it. You know what I'm saying? So, and Twitter's just, it's so addicting too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they do to these social media sites to make you so addicted to it, but it's like, I just couldn't get off of it sometimes. It's like crack. You know what I'm saying? It's like a drug. You just can't get off of it. And then when that thing happened to me about with the anti-Semitic comments and the slanderous comments to my school or whatever, that wasn't me. It was Billings portraying to be me or whatever. I just it was Billings making fake accounts, and I just thought I need to leave because this is going to get ugly. I mean, damn, the school said they were going to do disciplinary action. Thank God they didn't. Thank God they called up Twitter or investigated this shit, because that could have gotten me into a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. It could have affected future employments. Could have affected colleges that I go to, because I do want to go to college. I really want to be some psychologist or maybe something with law or something with politics, because I'm really into politics. You know what I'm saying? It just, I do my research and I make opinions based on research. I don't just quote everything Trump says or quote everything the Republicans say or the news media says. Obviously, the news media, they're just a bunch of fucking pieces of shit for all I know. But yeah, I mean, I do my own research. I look this stuff up and look at multiple sites as opposed to just one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know what you want me to do, because I really want to get more views. And you know what? Some of my biggest viewers, like John Dang and Mr. Plummer and Jason Wren and Sue OB and whatever, they're not even viewing my videos anymore. Probably because either they're busy or just YouTube's not fucking notifying them. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube can do that. YouTube, even with Douglas Ducote and American Joe Show and even the Next News Network and all these conservative channels that have millions of subscribers, like the Next News Network, but not Ducote and American Joe, they don't have millions. But the Next News Network, they have millions. And even other YouTubers that are not conservatives, that are just entertainment or whatever, not many people are viewing their shit either, because YouTube's not notifying their subscribers, even though they had the bell set to all notifications. Before you know it, I mean, we probably need to, sooner or later, if this continues, we just need to boycott YouTube, because even Twitter too. I just think all the conservatives and everyone needs to boycott Twitter. Twitter doesn't give a shit about us. Twitter doesn't give a shit about America. They have no problem, for people to dox conservatives and calling the president's death and saying the president should be hanged, and that pedophilia is a sexual orientation and awful shit like that. But yet, when we speak up and speak our opinions and speak the truth about these people, Twitter and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all these social media platforms shut us down. And if they don't shut us down, they suspend us. And if they don't suspend YouTubers that make money, they demonetize their videos. It's a corrupt system, and we must stop it. We must stop it. You know what I'm saying? This country needs prayer. These people need prayer, and hopefully, that a miracle happens and that they get right with God. And if they don't get right with God, God just decides to take them away, because we really don't need these people. And none of you did this shit when Obama was president. Not a single one of you did that when Obama was president, because it seems like when nobody says anything that goes your way, you just fucking flip out. You know what I'm saying? You just fucking go insane, because when things aren't spun your way, you lose your mind. You're like a 2-year-old child who can't have his toy, so he screams and cries and pitches a fit until he gets his toy. That's the way you Democrats and fucking YouTube snowflakes and Twitter Nazis are. That's the way you are. When you don't agree, when we don't agree with them, they pitch a fit until they get their toy back, or in this instance, until you agree with their shit. In which most of America doesn't agree with them. Most of America's had it with their sorry asses, you know? Seriously. Even though the media doesn't tell you, but we've had enough of it. The media wants you to believe, and CNN and MSNBC and ABC and NBC and CBS and stuff, they want you to believe that there's so many of them and not enough of us. But the reason why it's like that is because conservatives are either getting censored, or they're getting demonetized, or they're getting banned, or they're getting shadow banned. Our own president is getting shadow banned on Twitter every day. And you know what? I think my view count, YouTube's taking away views. They can do that because President Trump, having a following of like over 57 million followers on Twitter or whatever, he only gets about 60,000 likes on average per tweet, and he ought to be getting a couple million likes and a couple 100,000 retweets, but Twitter just decides to shadow ban him. You know what I'm saying? And take away likes and take away retweets. And the only comments that appear at the top of his tweets are negative comments. To get to any good comments, like any positive, respectful comments, you have to scroll to the bottom, because Twitter doesn't want you to see the positive side of Trump. They want you to see negative, 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 because that's all they do. They revolve around misery. They revolve around misery. That's what they do. They're miserable people who have no life, and they want to make everyone else miserable around them. It's the way it works, my friends. It's the way these liberal snowflakes, pieces of shit are. But going back to Mr. Plumber 69, I hear he's having multiple health issues and stuff. So I'll be praying for you, Mr. Plumber, and hope that you get better soon and take care of yourself. And you were talking to me